Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne and I'm hoping you can hear me. I'm just checking because everything's been taken apart and put back together again. Renee Gableman. I thought I'd got everyone, but I'm still trying to get everything updated from the last 2.5 weeks. So don't worry, I'll get on it and I'll make sure that you're on that crawl that comes up to the start. But how the devil is everybody? And you're right, it was the hangover. Dan, you got it first today. But I'm enjoying being in the workshop. Hello, Lou. How's it going? Oh, I've missed you all. I've missed you all. As I said in the catch-up stream up over in Scotland, it was really hard in the first week trying to let go. And then the second week was just, it was just bliss. It was just like, you know, I was on a desert island somewhere. And I've come back. Well, you'll see what happened. I mean, I don't know when they're planning a video, but obviously I'm in a workshop which I didn't even know was going to exist. The way I left this place was I ripped the trees out, I had taken my old workshop down and left it flat packed. And what I intended to do was come home, get that old shed shipped out, and then finance or sort something out for a workshop so I could get it hopefully by the end of October. And then once the workshop's in here, I had to think about how I'm going to insulate it, what sort of insulation. I need to get a Sparky out to do all the electric. I mean, my mind while I was on holiday was going overtime, big time. So then when I come back, I was pulled over by Ian Campbell in chat there and my son. And the first thing that went through my mind was something's happened to the house. And it's like an intervention because your son doesn't meet you at the side of the road before you even get to the house. And I expected him to say, we've either been burgled or there's been a fire. And, you know, I've got other people here to back me up because they know I'll be devastated. So, but then things got a little bit weird when they started putting a blindfold on me. So I'm having to walk like 100 yards to the house blindfolded. They've got all this on video. And just so you know, they've been filming things since May, which I've known nothing about. And sneaky Mrs. World of Wayne has been like doing extracts and everything. But Dan Goldman and Ian, and they're just collating some sort of video together on that. But believe me, I had no idea. And you'll see that in the video because I was not... I was... Emotional is an understatement. If you want to see a grown man bawling his eyes out, then you'll see that video. So I've been reverse burgled. That's it, Gary. It's crazy, isn't it? So at the moment, you see, I've got the stuff behind me. Now you're going to be shocked about some of the decisions I've made. Put it this way, my computer system now, I've got 3 monitors on the go, and I've just got this light. Now, if you watched the Star Trek stream earlier on today, or the video, obviously I didn't have a key light, which I've now got. And the good thing about key lights is you can control them from this, so I can make them darker, I can make them really bright, but I can also change the color of them as well. So to get the best sort of thing, so I can be extra warm or extra cold. So brilliant. Now if you are doing YouTube and you're in a studio, then having the right lights is definitely something you definitely need to do, which is why I'm not building the X-Wing tonight, because if I switch the cameras over, you can see that everything's dark. And that's because I haven't got the box light that goes on top. Now the box lights that I was using in the man cave, I've been using them for like 8 years and they disintegrated. When you picked them up, they turned to powder. So goes to show how I've been doing it that long. But thank you. I mean, thank you is just not enough to say what I've come back to. I'm not getting emotional on this stream because I'm going to, but I'm still comprehending it. This is still what's going on. Now, there is something else that's going on with the workshop, which is brilliant. There's so much in here. I'm going to show you a video in a minute because I did do a walk around, and I will try and get to your chat. But I haven't seen you in 2.5 weeks. I want to chat to you. Ian's raised a Just Giving page if you want to sponsor the workshop. Now what we've got our Patreons, we've got that, and we do that on the end of the video. But I wanted something sort of like benefactors for the workshop. What I want to do is I want to get a plaque on the wall and either etch people's names on it. I've got an etcher here and laser cutter, or actually engrave them in bits of wood and make like wood bricks of everyone's name that's actually contributed to the Just Giving. Now the Just Giving's already raised over £1,000, and I'm going to give you the link for that, and I'm sure Mrs. World of Wayne is going to do that as well. But this workshop, you peeps out there have built it. This is all you. I'm here doing what I do, but you know, this is this never happens. This never happens to me. So it's crazy. But for everyone that has already contributed to the Just Giving, this is for Ian and for all the money he's put into this. And wow, what can I say? But anyway, look, I'm going to show you a little glimpse of the workshop. So I think after a good 24 hours I've composed myself. Look, the old workshop's here, and I've still got to get a shot of that, which I think I've done. I think I'm actually going to be giving it to a charity which do allotments, and they've said they're happy to have it. I said it's going to need a little bit repair now for when I tore it apart, but they're happy to take it. So you know, I think that's absolutely brilliant. But anyway, if you didn't know, we went to Scotland for 2.5 weeks. I came back all ready to start building the workshop, hence why I took this one down, and it's already been done by a conspiracy been going on between Ian Campbell, Mrs. World of Wayne, Dan Goldman, I don't know who else is in this, but I was absolutely shocked, and I'm sure there's going to be a video, because apparently they've been taking secret footage of me as well. You probably saw some of that on the Parkworks upgrade site. I didn't know anything about it, so when this video comes out, it's going to be the first time I see it too. But anyway, I want to show you the workshop. This is what it looks like. So there it is. Give you a little guided tour. We have got this brilliant World of Wayne, sort of like, this is the bar of the World of Wayne. We only sell rum here, all cemented in. Vince Stills artwork from artbyvince.co.au, I believe it is, isn't it, Vince? Have I got that right? It's on the Patreon card anyway. But Vince actually did this right at the start of the channel, and it's basically followed through the whole channel, and I'm always forever in Vince's debt for that. But pretty amazing. But anyway, as you can see, we've got opening windows there. We've got a light on here that I turn on when Mrs. World of Wayne knows that I'm live. So I think it's a white bulb in there. I can change that for a red one, but then the neighbours might think I'm up to something. And some flower boxes, so I'm going to be putting some flowers in there. And then in the workshop, it looks like this. At the moment, it's still evolving. Now I've got a World of Wayne clock up here, which I think is brilliant. We've got 2 of these lights, but when I'm actually filming, you'll notice that I don't, or I'm not going to turn them on, because it will play havoc with the cameras, those lights. They're only really for working with. I've got lights coming today before the live stream, hopefully, which are going to be for filming, and I've got some blackout blinds coming here for the windows here. I've put R2 and C3PO down on the floor yet. I'm not sure where I'm putting that. We've got an air conditioning unit in here. I've got my fridge, and all of this around the side here. Look, this is what I've got to do. I've got 5 boxes of stuff from Agora, and I've got all of that, which includes the next pack 9 and 10 of the Enterprise. There's just loads. The Peugeot, there's absolutely loads to do. And this is what the man cave's looking like at the moment. Now where the DeLorean is, you can't see that, so that's why I've left that space pretty clear there at the moment. I'm going to put some posters on the wall, and then the pièce de résistance is the World of Wayne neon, which is brilliant on the wall there. Now what's going to happen is, on this area here, 18 plug sockets in here, there's going to be a table which is going to have all the 3D printers, and then I've got a great big massive workbench coming, which is going to be for all the hard work. It's going to have a vice on it. The painting's going to be done there as well. And tomorrow, as a matter of fact, on this wall here, I'm going to be assembling all the paint racks that I had. Behind me here, I am going to be putting the Star Wars helmet collection. I'm going to be putting that back up because I'm a bit dubious that I've got a little bit of wall space, and I can only really put one shelf on those walls. I don't want to put too many, just like indoors, because most of the models that I've got, I'm either keeping down here, which I'll swap out, or I will keep them indoors. But the helmet collection is going to go on there, and I am going to light it. I do like having that backlight. I'm not quite sure how I'm doing that yet. So paint racks on this wall, and something to hold tools, and then not quite sure what I'm doing there yet. Now I am aware, look, it's all alarmed up and stuff. You haven't got to worry about security in here. Carpeted floor. Look, check the mat out. Look, I forgot that when we came in. Look, there's the mat when we came in, which is brilliant. But I'm aware that cameras have got a habit of making things smaller than they actually are. This is absolutely ginormous. This is probably double the size of the man cave that I was working on, but it's still a work in progress at the moment. But that is an introduction to how we look at the moment. Let's spin round again so you can get kind of like an idea, and that's pretty much all I've done so far. Still don't know where everything else is going. I'm hoping. So there you go. It's that's what it looks like. What I've done at the moment, as I said, I've worked on the back, but all this over here is all going to be doing the workshop. So at the moment I've just bunged everything in there. Things like the fridge, the air conditioner and the drawers will actually go underneath the table I'll have at the back there for the 3D printers, which is going to leave room for a lovely big full scale, like I think it's 7 foot that I've got workbench, one of the heavy duty ones that I can put vices on and stuff like that, and there'll be a little painting section there as well for it. So tomorrow's job, as I said, is to put the racks on the wall. But thank you so much for that, everybody. It's beyond my wildest dreams, I have to say. And the funny thing is, some people knew about it. Phil, I'm looking at you. Spruverse. Don't forget there is a TV to put the Enterprise above. There is, look here, which I've got the computer linked to at the moment. Look, I've got room above it to put the Enterprise. But no, it was the most amazing thing, and I didn't have a clue. I didn't have a clue at all. So much so that, like, I'm ripping trees down in the garden and putting roots up, not knowing Mrs. World of Wayne's filming me and sniggering, and like, you saw what. Well, you'll see the video. Absolutely crazy. But look, I'm sorry I've been rambling on. How the devil is everyone? It was great meeting some people. Helder, it was great meeting you. Dave Bryan, great meeting you. Stephen McCauley over in Premier Waterside Classics in Glasgow, where we got to ride in Buddy Holly's car. It was great to meet you. So let's go back to the old way of what we used to do things. I'm going to do merch on the map. So we've got the map here. I'm in Corby. And we are going to go all the way to where I've just been in Scotland, up here. We were staying around this area, around this area in Onwich. And then we drove all the way down here to Oban. And in Oban there, we met Helder. Helder, I've just realised I spelt your name wrong. So it's ER. But there's Helder, absolutely sterling chap. Had a brilliant day with Helder. He showed us all around the town. The poor guy hadn't had any sleep, and he went straight to work afterwards, I believe. But we had an absolutely brilliant time in Oban, and it was absolutely great meeting you. So thank you for that, Helder. And when I'm up there, we'll definitely pop into Oban again. We did have some fun because I needed a new tyre. I didn't realise one of my tyres was low, and by the time I checked it, the steel radiator was showing through. So we went to Oban and we managed to get a tyre at like last minute to replace. But let's go back to the map, because we don't stop there. You can tell that I've been out of it for a little while. We're going to go across the water here to Londonderry, and we got Graham Tacey. There you go. Look at those helmets. The innuendo start. But that is one hell of a collection of helmets you got there. I do like you got your Power Rangers there, Iron Man, Darth Vader, the old X-Wing. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I love that display as well. But thank you for that, Graham Tacey, wearing a wet Let's Get Cracking t-shirt. And then the final one, which I would normally have a problem finding, but obviously it's my home country, down to the land of Oz, over in Perth in Western Australia here, Australia as we say. We've got Alex Cordia. I hope I've spelled that right. Wearing the robots hoodie there. He's got a YouTube channel, Space Junk 55, but check that workshop out. Look at all the bits in there. That's absolutely brilliant. And that X-Wing is looking good. I do like the stand you've got it on there. Do we get that stand, or is that something you've got on your own? But there's him eyeing up the Kraken bottle. He did send me another picture as well where it looks like he's had the Kraken bottle. But that looks awesome. That War Machine little bust you've got in the right there. That looks cool. Every time I see these pictures, I am looking at what's going on in the background. The T-Rex in the top left there. Is that a T-Rex? It looks like it. But this is the picture that keeps on giving, Alex. But that's merch on the map. If you want to send some merch on the map to me, I have got an email address, but because I haven't been on it for ages, I don't know where it is. Let's have a look. There we go. Wayne@worldofwayne.co.uk. So that's that. Hello everybody. I will try and catch some chat now. Is that a giant 89 Batmobile? That's awesome. We're hoping everyone I've spoke to on my journeys in the last 3 weeks, everyone wants this 66 Batmobile. So I really am hoping that when the Ecto 1's finished, that gets a release, because I think that would be absolutely awesome. Thank you, Hans. Greetings from Texas. My wife's from the UK. We enjoy all your stuff. We've been following your Enterprise videos we build. Well, I did only one stage of the Enterprise today for obvious reasons, that I knew that the light was a bit dodgy. So to that effect, this light that I've just demonstrated to you, they're not cheap. Just for one panel is about £125. But it's the same for this. Now this, rather than the big spotlights, is now going to be my dude desk light. And it's on an arm here. And see, I haven't installed it. That's why we can't do a build tonight. But that's going to sit above here, and it's going to light this whole area up. Then the only other thing I've got to do is these cameras that are on tripods. I don't normally use tripods. They're going to be mounted to the wall. So I've got some wall mounts for that to come as well. But so many things are happening. Now, the reason we've got a blinding internet connection is that this computer is connected directly to the router. The thing is, I haven't plumbed it in. So I've got a 30-meter cable going out of here, across the garden, into the house, into the living room. So Mrs. Wayne's probably getting extremely cold. But I mean, look at the neon. That neon that's the first thing I noticed when I came in. As a matter of fact, the first thing I noticed when the blindfold came out was that pub sign. I just thought, oh, that's cool. And I was like, there's a shed. It's a massive desk lamp. I don't know what it's like. I haven't used it. I haven't even opened it. I was hoping that the Amazon, because it came from Amazon, they would have delivered it like this afternoon, but it didn't turn up till like, I don't know, 45 minutes ago. So I managed to get this panel on, but yeah, we're getting there. But you can see the difference it makes in the light. This is why lighting's really important when you do your YouTube videos. So it's all good. Now, you were asking questions about what I've got. I've got a sore throat. I need a drink. Right. I've got the next lot of Ecto 1, which I'm probably going to do tomorrow. I've got the same problem that everyone else has got, that the rear door has got a wonky sticker. So I'm going to definitely point that out. I've got the next three episodes of the Enterprise, and I've got the next stage as well, stage 10. So I've got the next 4. So I've got 7 stages of the Enterprise to do. We've got the Porsche, which has got the bodywork to go on. I've got 2 boxes of the wait a minute, Porsche, the Peugeot 205 bodywork. That's what I meant. The Peugeot 205 have got the bodywork to go on. The Porsche, which come with this excellent hat, which you know, perhaps I should wear all the time now. I've been wearing my diddly squat hat, but the Porsche we've got 2 boxes of. For the Bismarck, we've got 4 stages of that, up to issue 21 to 8, I think it is. We've got the Agora Models Pack 6. We've got the Leopard Tank part box 4, box 5, Leopard Tank box box 3, Zero Fighter box 5, Zero Fighter box 6, Bismarck 6. I've got 5 things from Agora. I'm going to have a look at that. I've got 4 Spitfires. I've got 8 Ferrari F40. I've got up to issue 90 of the X-Wing, 4 Ironmans, 8 Fast and the Furious, and 4 Eleanors. There you go. That's the full list of everything I've got to do. Theoretically, it should take 14 days. Critical question. Where does the active flux capacitor comes from the DeLorean? The active one's from Model Mods, Phil. Chloe at Model Mods does those. Pretty awesome, isn't it? Edward Bellamy. Hi Wayne, welcome back. If you're doing the Route Master, you better make sure your new disc is strong enough. It weighs almost 31 pounds. Well, look, if it can get 30 kilograms of shark diorama in it, then it's not going to be a problem. Phil, are we going to be on for Thursday, just out of curiosity, for the just the diorama sort of reveal? I'll be honest, I haven't got much to reveal. For obvious reasons. It went perfectly. It went absolutely fine. If I was making some sort of I don't know, tombstone. But yeah, no, not a problem. As a matter of fact, Edward, I've been doing my homework for the Route Master, and I wanted to get a visual of the 875. I think the RM875 is what it's modelled on. Now, luckily for me, that's normally associated with the Upminster Preservation Society in Essex, and it's actually stored at the moment in Colchester, that actual bus. Now, I can't remember the guy's name. I did have it and I wrote it down, but he does take it out and about, so you can actually see the Route Master that we're going to be building, the old Hachette one and the one that's with Agora. That was actually modelled on the I think it was the 875 bus. Now, I've got the option to go see that bus, but it's actually broken at the moment and it's not on the road. So we don't know what's happening at the moment. So due to COVID and everything as well, normally you'd get upkeep, but they haven't been going to events. So it might be a case of me having to find another Route Master, but we'll have to see. But Colchester's quite local for us when we're down in Essex, so that's not too bad. But we're looking forward to that. And then obviously the fire truck looks absolutely brilliant. 124 scale. Don't know where it's going to go yet, but because on this wall it's all going to be workshop stuff and paint. And here is where I want Jim. I'm going to ask your question. You know, the flag and Jim space. Jim needs some space in here. Or perhaps over here, Jim. We'll figure it out. But the NFL season starts soon. That's why you can see a ball there and the Rams there. The pre-season games haven't been much to watch, but if you're an NFL fan, it's coming. Cry10, I'll check that out later for that email, okay? There's going to be something every day, Pete. Once I've got this set up, then I'm pretty much back to normal. The problem I've got tomorrow is that it's hard to work with these cameras on tripods. I don't use tripods. I have them mounted. That way I can shake the desk around as much as I want and the cameras don't move. So, but this is all the things that I'm learning at the moment. I'm still learning the lights as well. I will be having lights in the background like last time as well. Even though we have got this awesome World of Wayne sign there. But I'm not going to have shelves here. The only shelves I'm going to have are probably for the helmet collection. So I'm going to figure out some sort of lighting technique for that. But that's the whole point. I wanted to move into here as quick as possible so you can see the man cave evolve, and when we get around to doing the workshop side of it, you can see the workshop side evolve. But it's going to be great. 30, I don't know what things are in pounds, but the Jaws diorama I got is 30 kilograms, so I don't know how that equates. Yeah, I need some. Yeah, the powder. You tell me about it, Philip. It's actually quite hot in here, even though the door's open, and that's mainly because I'm quite excited. I'm still coming down. I'm still excited. When you'll see the video. I was shaking. I've never done that before. I was physically shaking. And if you saw the video this morning from the Enterprise build, I was just filming where the man cave used to be, and a lot of people thought I'd been robbed. It looked like that. It's a lot tidier up there now, by the way. But you probably saw on the floor, actually, all the black marks on the floor. That was the soft boxes that have disintegrated and gone onto the floor. So it's all crazy. Larry, we haven't had a date for that at all. They expressed an interest, but I don't know when the release date for that is. So the final Bismarck, Robert. Well, I've got up to issue 128, which means there's 12 issues left. It's up to 140. Not a lot to do now, but I think the hard things are going to be the rigging. The mast and the rigging is going to take a little bit of time. But the German folks that do watch the channel, guten Abend, wie geht es dir if you're watching the channel, they're probably going to get on that first. So Sebastian Devmar models, Mario Bauer, I think you do one as well. It's all good. Am I going to get the fire truck? Cameron, I'm definitely going to get the fire truck. I've been captivated by the American fire trucks. They're ginormous compared to their British counterparts. I did see one in Las Vegas once. Not like what they currently use, like a historical, one of the real big things. Brilliant. You picked up another Back to the Future t-shirt and a Trotter taxi service one. Well, you probably noticed that I've changed the logo on the channel. So I've got the logo that looks like this with the tools, and now I've changed it to something a bit more easier, if you like, which is just basically the World of Wayne logo with the world around it. The reason for that is because I want to start having embroidered stuff. People have said in my store they'd like to see polo shirts, and I'd like to get them embroidered. I also like caps. but with embroidery on it. So that's what that's the reason I've done that. And with those little details, it wouldn't look that good. So that's why I changed that. You haven't had any X-Wing for months. Well, I'm up to issue 90 now. I've still got issue 70 to replace. Then I've got 84 and 85 still to do. That's something I haven't done since last time. But then I've got the next 5. It's actually sitting over there because I thought I was going to be doing it tonight. But this light turned up late. So, Gunny, I'm glad you're on here. How the devil are you? Now, Bruce here sent me some great stuff. I've got a railway hat there. I'm gonna put it on. Look at this. This is great. This is absolutely brilliant. I love this. So I've got I look like a Union soldier actually, don't I? I just need the little horn at the front. But I've got this all aboard. He sent me the a Harry Potter sorting hat, which I need to put batteries in. I haven't done that yet. A Star Wars decal and the Robbie the Robot, which you can see there from Forbidden Planet. Now, Bruce, I hate to tell you this, but the Robbie the Robot worked for about 30 seconds and it works no more. I've got no idea why. We went out today and bought some new batteries for it and it doesn't do a thing. So you had the test button which you could press when it's off and it makes some noise and just makes some sound. And when you put the on button on, the head moves and it walks around. Unfortunately, that's going to be static now. But thank you so much for that, Bruce. I haven't had a chance to thank you, as you can probably imagine. I haven't had a chance to do much at the moment. But that's going to have pride of place there, because I haven't got any of the retro gear represented in the background here. I love Robbie the Robot, and just like Phil Spruverse, I do like the old Irwin Allen sort of stuff as well, which I think needs to be represented a bit more in this in the channel, which would be cool. You can't get anything in the States at the moment. Ecto and DeLorean are both out of stock. Eleanor appears to be the same. Greg, we're having delivery problems just like everyone else in the world at the moment. The problem we've got is that everyone thinks it's Brexit. They're blaming Brexit for everything, but they don't realise it's every single country that's having delivery issues. You can't get the lorry drivers. You can't get the crates from China, so the containers. So we're all in the same boat. You're flying on Thursday. So can't do it. I do have the video ready and we'll say, oh yeah, no, that's no problems then, Phil. It's probably for the best because it gives me time to actually sort out the workshop. But all good. Well, safe journey for Thursday. The following Thursday will be cool. But yeah, we'll have a Zoom. When you're settled, just drop us an email and we'll sort something out. So I can chastise you for not telling me what you knew. Because I've been talking to you about this workshop and what my plans are and what I'm going to build, and I know you knew. So it's like, what? Everyone knew except for me. I bet the neighbours knew around here. That'd be crazy. I'm signed up for pretty much everything at the moment, Jesse. The good thing is things like the Terminator's finished at the moment, so obviously I've got the Terminator here. Just so you know, I made a decision while I was on holiday. I'm not going to be keeping my other Terminator. The Bismarck I'm already going to be sorting out to take it to Germany. That's going to go in a museum in Germany. But anything I'm building a duplicate on, I'm not going to keep the other ones. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that at the moment. I might actually link it with the on the Just Giving page, because I want to, as I said, I want to give back. I've just got this amazing workshop from the community and I want to give back to people. So I've put another link there for the Just Giving page, which you can sponsor this and have your name in here forever and represented as a benefactor of the channel forever as well. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. Not sure if you've seen, but I broke a bulb on issue 27 of my Enterprise build. I'm on whole gutted. My first mistake. I'm sure it's not my last either. Scott, you know what you want to do? You want to get yourself one of the issue ones if they haven't got one, which are like $2.99 because you've got spare bulbs in that. So there's a thing. Hello, my mother's joined us. Hello, mother. Ian Cameron, it's nice to meet you and Dad. I was so pleased Charlotte explained to me when I said I was popping around. The thing is, my mum didn't know either. This is how in the dark we've all been. So when people knew that my mum was coming round to see my son here, they all started to freak out, thinking that she's going to think there's burglars in the house and, going to call the police. So, which are reverse burglars, as someone said, that they actually put stuff in my house. So, but, this is how secrets is being kept, I'm telling you. You used to ride on the Route Master. God. I don't know if I ever have, to be honest with you. You're going to need a lot of shelves to display your various kits. Well, with some Pill and Bones, I'm not going to be displaying every single model in here. Most of the models are actually going to be on the desk you see beside me. I need something on this wall here. And I suppose I could get some shelves on there thinking about it. I'm just looking at the gap. But I'm a symmetrical kind of guy. The way I started having it is I had the C-3PO and the R2-D2 over here, about there. So like it's framed between the Terminator and the C-3PO. But with that, I wouldn't be able to put anything on the wall. So I'm up in the air. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. We'll see. They can't. Did they? I haven't checked on the news at all, Greg. All I know for my team, the Rams, is Stafford hasn't played any pre-season games. So I'm hoping that's a good thing, but we'll have to see. Where is the Bismarck going? That's going to be going on that wall just over there, and it's going to go it's probably going to go above the plate racks. So it's going to be quite high up. But it's not hidden, the workshop, because I'm going to have cameras pointing over there and cameras over there as well. The advantage of having a workshop is I can put cameras everywhere, and we can flick between them so you can see what's going on. So I could say I'm getting up here, press a button, and it'll instantly go to the camera over there. It's going to be great. How long it's going to take to evolve that is another thing. You stripped an LED when you were trying to fit a few deck plates and build the Enterprise. It's become easier though. Well, as I said before I went away, I've already sheared a wire off on the horn wire of my Ecto 1, which I've still got to fix. Haven't done that. The holiday was brilliant, Alan. We went to Fingal's Cave, Loch Ness. We learned that me and Mrs. World Away aren't really the best at collaborating on a two-person Canadian canoe. Is it Canadian canoe? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? We weren't steering very well, and we're just crashing into the banks and other boats. Plus, Loch Ness was calm. It's really hot in Scotland at the moment. Loch Ness was calm, and then suddenly the wind built up and brought these waves. Even the instructor told us, if we want to cancel, we can. But nah, we thought, nah, no problems. But we did that. We did up the Anachmore on a cable car. We drove to Pitlochry. We every day when we do holidays, we go full on normally to try and get in as much stuff as possible, which really makes me feel like I've been out of touch for so long. So it's great to do these live streams and get back into it. So but yeah, absolutely great time. Brilliant time in Scotland. And we also stayed, if anyone wants a good place to stay, do a search for Rowan Bray Studios. It'll come up on cottages, it'll come up on Scotland. Brilliant place to stay. It's like a studio apartment, which you got, the one we stayed in, Studio 1, had a separate dining room, but the views were great. And Martina and Neil, if you're watching this, the best hosts you could possibly want. But absolutely brilliant time. What would you do the Enterprise E if it came out in Scalp and Cast into the Enterprise? I would, Richard, but if Lou Dalmasso's still watching, I'm still envious of the Enterprise E he did, and I think I'd prefer what Lou's got to what this model is. I would happily have what Lou's got to that model, if that makes sense. This is the D, obviously. But if you haven't checked out his channel, check out Lou Dalmasso's channel and check out the Enterprise E, because it'll make you crazy. It's still got a long way to go, Kevin, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Hi Wayne, welcome back. I got all the wrong parts sent from Agora this month for my Shelby Cobra, but they don't seem to be answering my emails. What stage are you up to, Ian? I've got no parts for the Cobra at the moment. I believe the next part I'm waiting for is the bodywork, but I haven't got anything at the moment. £60. There you go, Lou. Thank you for that conversion. That's why I can't lift it up. That's why when we do a reveal, I can't be putting it on the desk. Not that the desk can hold it. I'm pretty confident the desk can. It's just that I can't lift it. Is the name World of Wayne inspired from the movies Wayne's World? No, funny enough, Renee. It was actually, before I got into YouTube, I was a writer. I used to write, and I had quite a big blog called Wayne's World of Blogging. And that was on WordPress. And it was basically anything and everything about what I get up to, and going personal. It's sort of like a release for me, because I was going through a bad divorce at the time as well, and I got quite a few subscribers for that, and that's where Wayne's World of Blogging came from. But then when I decided to do YouTube, because it's far easier to actually film than type, I wanted to keep the Wayne's World of in there somewhere as well, so it just became World of Wayne. I just switched it. So that's where World of Wayne came from. I did know in my head that there was Wayne's World, but obviously the problem with naming something like Wayne's World is that if someone tries to do a search for you on Google, it's going to bring up the Mike Myers Dana Carvey film. But now, if you're on Google and you type World of Wayne, it should bring up me rather than rather than some Saturday Night Live people. I love Wayne's World, by the way. I love the film. It's great. Hopefully the video will be later this week. Really, Dan? I thought it was going to be like a month away. Oh my God. I'm going to be so embarrassed by it. I hope you all enjoy it if you get to watch it. But yeah, definitely. Definitely. Happy birthday, Larry. Is it too rude to ask you how old you are? How old are you, Larry? There is an air conditioning unit in there. I still need to vent it, but it's cold in it. It's because I'm what's the word? I'm hyped. I'm buzzing at the moment. This is great. I'm in my element here. I love chatting with people about everything. Oh, the Wonderland models. I went into what everyone was saying. Go in Wonderland models in Edinburgh. I went in there. I wasn't sure if I could film. So, but wow, what a place for models. And I reiterate what I posted on my social media. I wish there was model shops like that everywhere, because now you don't see it. I saw it about 10-15 years ago. I could go into a town, guaranteed you'll have a good model shop there that you get models from. But now it's all online, which is all good. But the disadvantage of being online is that you can't touch it, you can't feel it, you can't look around the box and stuff like that. And the only time you can do that is when there's model conventions. And I believe there's a model convention down in Weymouth Way this weekend, by the way, which I really wanted to go to. But I'm not gonna. I can't keep travelling. I've done over 2,000 miles in 2 weeks. But I think there needs to be more model shops. And it seems like because of COVID and because of lockdown, this hobby has actually just like erupted. And there is loads of people now building models, and it's not just models like Airfix kits or the big scale models. You're talking about the scratch builds, or people see something or a prop that they want on a film, pretty much like props to history if you see him on TikTok, and he's actually making what he's looking at on the screen from a scratch build, which I think is just really inspiring. You thought I'd been burgled. It did look that way, didn't it? Do you know when we're getting kit in the UK? I haven't got a clue. I think there's rumours that it could be... Is it a fan home release? Kevin, I think you probably know more about that than me. I know a lot of people would take it, definitely. Passed on something you show on here. It'd be embarrassing. The problem is I'm not going to get to see it first, am I? I know Mrs. World of Wayne's been filming without me, so I don't know what she said. You don't know if it's being sent to Denmark or not. I don't know. They will get back to you eventually. Just keep on, or try their Twitter. That's a good source to get answers. I will definitely link it, Dan. No problems at all. Once I see it. Signed up for a couple of models and blame me. But then again, your videos almost like done too many mistakes. I make them so you don't have to. There is actually a T-shirt in the store. Which just says don't blame me, World of Wayne made me buy it. I've got a oh, look at that, look, I've got Lou Dalmasso's channel there, bit.ly/Aztec Dummy. So there you go over to Lou. And while we're at it, if you want to visit Spruverse, there's Spruverse's link. God, I've just, because I've been out of it for so long, I've got so many links on here that I didn't know I still had. Which is all good. That's a great hat. I hope it wins. Which one? I've got two hats on tonight's stream. It's great. You haven't got any packs of Leopard Tank. Well, I've got one over here, which I think is pack 3. But Richard Turnbull's probably the best person to look at on that, or even Chloe. Because I think you're ahead of me. You've seen them before me. And I know Richard pointed out there was a problem with one of the instruction pieces. But I'll have a look when I build it. Hello, Chris. How's it going? You do realise Mrs. World of Wayne is going to need a second floor in the man shed soon for all the models. I think we're going to be keeping them in the original man cave, but because they're around the wall, there's still space for whatever's going on in there. Rumour has it Mrs. World of Wayne wants to turn it into a sewing room. Because believe me, you think I had a lot of deliveries coming back. Mrs. World of Wayne had double that. Seriously, books, notepads and sewing craft stuff. Double that. I really wish I was lying. Straight up, I'm not lying. Double what I had, Mrs. World of Wayne had. I was shocked. Hello, Neil. How's it going? So what do you think about Famhome putting the charger into retail? Do you think it's a mission that directs up? It's surprising, Neil. You know, that was my first inkling. And I'll be interested to see what the take-up is of it. Because as for a YouTuber point of view, I've had a lot more views on the Fast and the Furious because it's out there now. And because it's out there, it means more people are getting to see it. And I think the sub-only base, not many people are getting to see it. So, yes, I think it's going to have a positive thing. And if that's the case, you're probably going to see a lot more go into retail. I think the problem with going into retail is you get the stage where people want it. And then after about 10 issues, they realise what the price is going to be. And then they stop. And then if they've ordered stock in, like from China, to accommodate all the buyers that they've got, that's when you get stung. So there you go. But my bit of advice for model companies and big scale models is be upfront with the price. Just tell. I mean, for me, I already we had this very conversation with Mrs. World of Wayne saying that when I did the orrery, is that right? About, I don't know, 10 years ago, probably more, from Eagle Moss. I knew how much each magazine was, and I knew how many magazines I was going to get, and it didn't take long. I think it was 100 issues, wasn't it, to know that I'm going to be paying about £900 for this. But if you are worried about the drop-off curve, then be upfront at the start and you won't get that curve, and then you'll have a more realistic idea of what your fan base is going to be. But that's my 2 cents. I could be talking gibberish. Wayne, have you? Yeah, I've arranged it. It's going to happen, Stephen. I'm going to be rearranging it all the time. It's this bit. I need to fill this bit, and I don't know what I'm doing yet, because it's the man cave side of this that I want to sort out first. The actual workstation's on order, because that needs to be a heavy duty thing. I want to be able to bash things in a vice and not have to worry about the thing falling to bits. You got Enterprise issue 7 today. Still no stage 17 though. Really? Oh my god. No, Cry10. It's Wayne at worldofwayne.co.uk. I'm going to put it on the screen again for you. Okay? There you go. I've just realised I'm well behind on chat. Oh my god. Sorry about that. I will try and catch up, but I do read all the messages. So, have you seen the YouTube channel A4 Models? He builds 124 scale car models, but replaces loads of parts for the hand-built detail parts. So tiny. That looks brilliant, Ali. That sort of thing really impresses and inspires me. But again, if you ever meet me, and I think me and Dave had this conversation, Dave Bryan from Life of Brian, when you build a model, how detailed do you go before that model is no longer a model? It's a small version of a working thing. Are you actually going to build the working thing or a representation of it? And there's a real grey line there. It's the whole screw and nut and bolt debate again. Jacob, I did get notification, yeah, but I've already received it. So I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to do it. I really want to get on Bismarck Pack 6. But we'll see. Thank you, Simflord. Thank you so much for that. I said anyone who makes a donation on the Just Giving site, you will be having your name in here forever, either on a plaque or on bricks. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do, and that's going to be featured on the start of every video for all time. Just so you know, I'm going to put a link down there to the crowdfunding website. I stupidly pulled the bulb off the wire. Yeah, I've done that loads of times, Scott. Pushed it in too far. Yeah, I've done it loads of times. Absolutely loads of times. Nicholas Garrett, something we're thinking about with showing off Star Wars helmets. I used white hardboard as a background in the grey wall. It helps the light show all the way through to the back. It's a good point. What I was going to do, actually, I was going to put those LED strip lights into the plastic display, because it is plastic, and it should light up those whole displays. Hopefully. A lot of things with me are in theory. You're going to figure that out soon. Most of the time it don't work. Oh, thank you, Robert. I appreciate that so much. So much. I didn't realise the... I mean, we toyed about this ages ago, about having a workshop, and I'm like, what? I need to feel in myself that I'm giving something back to the community to be comfortable. And everyone who's donated to the Just Giving and stuff has realised that I do. But I still can't convince myself of that yet. It's my problem. It's something I'll sort out. You should have shelves cut into the wall. That's what we did when I had a desk in the closet. That way you don't lose all space. Well, this space is vacant here because obviously the table down here goes out anyway, so there's not really a problem with that. If we're talking in here. I bought a stud finder today, so as Ian said, I'll be able to go around and just check where the actual studs are. I'm glad you like the items. The hat is from Gettysburg. Sorry about Robin the Robot for being planning. It worked. It did work though. It did work. But this is great. General Lee, we have no... I'm not Confederate, am I? The old Grant. But no, yeah, this is wicked. This is absolutely brilliant. Thank you for that though. That's one of the big parcels that are waiting for me, Bruce. I was over the moon with it. Yeah, and the talking hat, we haven't even tried it yet. So I've got batteries. So after the stream, I'll give that a go. The King Tiger and the Rootmaster started these weeks and are now available here in Germany. We build both. Yeah, you've got a different tank to what we're doing over here, haven't you? You got the Tiger, we're doing the Leopard. Now I've got to put in locks when you come visit. Yeah, that definitely. Actually, just lock that one up, Lou. Just that one. As a matter of fact, just watch me. Oh. Yeah. Well, we're sorting out visiting you next year, Lou. So I can't wait for that. I'll be fanboyed. I'll be starstruck, and then I'll be trying to take your Enterprise E. Oh, bless. You never had any problem with my subscriptions. Just one time with a Bismarck and a Terminator, and 5 or 4 Terminators finished, and always getting my stuff in time, sometimes earlier. I think I told you, Elder, I haven't really had any problems with them apart from the DeLorean. And you've seen some of the videos where I'm just getting annoyed and not getting them. And I think it's because I'm doing so many at the moment. I haven't had a Ferrari F40 for like 3 months. And then I've come back and I've got like 8 to do. So, you know, they get there in the end, I guess. So, well, I don't know what the weather's like down south. Is it hot? I might just be wearing me little shorts and stuff, you know, my little vest. Hello, Graham. How's it going? Graham, I so wanted to get to Liverpool. There's 2 places I wanted to get to. I wanted to get to Castle Douglas to meet Kerry Palmer. Is that right? Alan Palmer, though, Kerry. I can't remember. I wanted to meet Kerry and Alan. There you go. I wanted to meet Kerry and Alan at Castle Douglas, but we because I had to get to Glasgow, we never came down that way. If we had, we would have stopped off at Liverpool as well. But I'm planning to do that later on. So you will probably see me soon, Graham. You got sent the Super Snake parts. Oh my god. I understand that in the Eleanor build, a lot of people are trying to get the pack 1 of the D'Agostini GT500 to change all the Eleanor branding for the GT500 branding. I didn't realise that was a thing until I saw someone advertising it. We need to get to Brooklands in Weybridge, Surrey to have a Rootmaster in the London Bus Museum. Mark, yes, I know that. I used to work for Brooklands Porsche, so I knew there was some down there. I didn't know if it had to be that specific number. I don't know what the differences between the Rootmaster buses are, as in the numbers. I don't know if anyone can fill me in on that. So if they are just similar, they're just different. I don't know what they call it. Livestock livery. I don't know. If there's any difference between each numbers, let me know. If there isn't, then I'll just go and see any Rootmaster. I just want to be able to. The joy I had with seeing Jaguar with Ian and Agora Models was that the car we're going to be building, the Jaguar E-Type, I'm building something that I sat in, and it just makes it a lot more personal, and I can actually answer questions because I've been in it and I've taken 100 million pictures. So it's all good, all good. You had a model shop in Lancaster. The Rocking Horse shop was gone. It's what I mean, Craig. We had a great one in Mrs. World Away. Was it Chalkwell or Westcliff? It was opposite Chalkwell Park, so it was Chalkwell, wasn't it? That was a brilliant one. That was there for 20, 30 years, probably longer. And to see them go, it's just terrible. Just like Model Designs, who made this workstation here. for you know, COVID and stuff to it's so sad, and it's like there's got to be a recovery soon. There's got to be a recovery, and hopefully when that recovery comes, then you know, the small independents can start capitalising on it. But in Wonderland models, they had the Saturn V, the really big one. That if it wasn't for the fact that we had to walk up to Edinburgh Castle, that would have probably been in my bag too. Yeah, you don't get any hints and tips based on... yeah, that's a good point, Gary. You know, another thing which I thought was brilliant in Wonderland models, that not only did they display the model, but they had all the paints that you'd probably need for it as well, that they recommend that you have, which I thought was a brilliant thing as well. You could do a raffle for the Terminator. I could do, but I'm not interested in the money, but I'm not interested... It's the delivering it somewhere. And it's like the, see, I'd love to open it out to the America, but can you imagine me lugging that to America, especially with the plasma rifle? It's not going to get me on a plane, is it? It's, but I'll think about what I want to do. It's not actually this one, it's the other one that's upstairs at the moment. So, thank you, Jeffrey, and it's good to be back. Look, and I've still got me, my Thunder Road down there, and I understand that you've got a, what's coming? I've seen it. I've seen your site. Jeffrey, you're going to have to jog my memory. There's something else that you've got in the works at the moment that I did see on social media, but I've forgotten offhand. Another one. Big model shop round the corner, sadly shut down. And I tell you what, Hobbycraft isn't taking the business. Have you been in Hobbycraft and checked their range of models? It's awful. So they must have all moved online. And the good thing about online, you can still have an independent, what's the word, exposure in the workplace, in like your shopping centres, and still do most of your transactions online. Sadly, I think it's the greedy landlords and the rents for these properties that they just can't afford them. But that's the one, John Bovington. That's the one I was trying. You're going, are you? I was going to try and get down to it, but I said to Mrs. Welder Wayne, it's a long way to drive after the drives we've just done. So, we had a great time in Scotland, thank you, Paul. Hit the nail on the head about the model shops. Always for going, yeah, no, I mean, I didn't realise that until I actually went in one, because I haven't had that opportunity, but everyone was saying, go in Wonderland models, so I was like, yeah, we'll go in there. Kaylin, how's it going? It's good to be back. I haven't heard from Chloe, no. As a matter of fact, Chloe did actually launch the Agora fire truck Facebook page. I think that's the last thing that I heard from Chloe. That's all right, Lou. How far am I behind? Oh my god, I'm about 10 minutes behind, so I am catching up to the chat. I like these chat nights. I'm sorry I'm not building anything tonight, but I said I'm still trying to set everything up. But that's why I had to get a video out today. That wasn't just me talking, I was actually building something. Did you buy any whiskey? No, I didn't. We went in a few distilleries, but why don't Roadrunner ask that question to Mrs. Welder Wayne, but replace the word whiskey with gin and let her answer you. Go Bills. No, you're going to start Jim off, Peter. Don't say that. Give you a shout out. You're turning 50 on Thursday. Now you're not getting... Paul, I'm going to be 50... How old am I? I'm 48. I'm going to be 50 in 2 years. Mrs. Welder Wayne's going to be 50 soon. Like next year. I shouldn't... I'm in trouble again, aren't I? Perhaps I will be staying in here tonight. You're not meant to mention a lady's age, are you? Oops. Yeah, Alex, you've just hit the nail on the head. I think I've just answered my own question and your question there. She hasn't really had a chance to work on it, Robert. I mean, normally on the 6 weeks holiday, she'll be able to work on it. But for the full 6 weeks, as you know, with the videos that have been out, we've had the kids for the first 3 weeks, and the next 3 weeks we were in Scotland. So it's been all over the place. Stephen, I'm telling you, bucket list, that Fingles Cave trip. I'll remember that all my life. That was one amazing day, and the weather was absolutely perfect. If you had never been to the Isle of Staffa or Fingles Cave, you've got to do it. It's amazing. Hello, Wayne and everyone from Caithness. Ordered Dodge Charger from Fan Home today. See, there's a lot of new orders for the Dodge Charger coming out now. Hello, Holdra. Just in case missed any comments on this, I just did the description for the Hachette Routemaster here in Germany. What do you think about it? The bus is beautiful. It's a lovely vehicle. Now, as I said, Horlicks, Dave Say, Paint with Penny, they've all built it. I've got a friend who's built it as well, who does have a little bit of arthritis problems in his fingers, and he found it challenging. It can be fiddly, but I am looking forward to build it. My only regret is I didn't get a chance to do it at the time. By the time I thought, oh, I want to build that, it was too late and it had gone. So, all good, Mark. We're all good here. How's it going? Mark, you should have been in Newcastle a couple of days ago. What day is it today? Mark, you should have been in Newcastle yesterday. We're in Newcastle. In some place called Holly Bank. Is that right? Holly something. I don't know. Holly, yeah, I don't know where we were. All I know is to get back to the A1, we had to go through the Tyne Tunnel and pay our £1.90. Which I couldn't believe there's still toll roads around. Have you seen the Transformers chess? I have. I don't know how you'd play chess with figures that big. It's not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea at all. Regulos, how's it going? Thank you for that. Oh, bless. So what video do you reckon I should do tomorrow? I'm planning to do the Ecto one. So I was going to do the Ecto one so I can have a good whinge about the sticker. I think I'll do the Ecto one tomorrow, and then I'll probably do the Agora Bismarck Pack 6 after that. And then at the end of it, I want to get some more of the Enterprise done. Hello, nephew. How's it going? Thank you for that, and thank you for donating to the Just Giving, Aaron. I really appreciate that. That's absolutely brilliant. Still a long way to go in the workshop, but when you're up here, I'll give you the guided tour. But you were in on it as well, wasn't you? Everyone seems to be in on it except me. Yeah, there we go. Ali, you just mirrored my sentiments exactly. What do I mean? Show packs of Enterprise D. They're all in there at the moment. If I take something out, Jacob, they're all going to fall out. Trust me. You will see them though. I will show you them. Chris Guys, thank you, Chris. No, definitely. Well, yeah, no, I'm definitely going to do that. I want to use my engraving machine. I've got an engraving machine, carving machine, and laser cutter, which I haven't had a chance to use because I've had nowhere to put it. Now I've got somewhere to put it. Well, and I really like the idea of the bricks rather than a plaque, because with a plaque you have to keep taking it down and adding a name. But with bricks, we can build a wall of people's names. And then what I thought I'll do is that I'd have a pan of it, like a different sections of it, and then like a pan out, and then the World of Wayne logo coming up as the introduction screen. And I think that will be forever, because it will be there forever. That's the thing, you know. It'll be like writing your graffiti on the workshop. You're going to be in here forever with me, sharing this lovely space with me. Oh dear. It was a pleasure meeting you too, Hilda. We had a great time. We were eating fish and chips on the bay. We saw some war memorials. We saw the big thing on the hill, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it was called. We went in Waterstone. We met Hilda in Waterstones. Let that be a testament to what Mrs. World of Wayne's like, because she had to get her book, didn't she? But no, absolutely brilliant day. Fond memories of this holiday. You got your 4 sections of base, Gary. Started working here, but if things go well after today, I could be moving to Paul. Oh my God. That's a little bit far, Gary. But hopefully it's for the best. I haven't been in Hamleys for ages, Bobby. I don't like places that are really, really crammed and busy. Not because of COVID. I just don't like it. What do you do if a subscription gets cancelled? That's a great question, Chris, because I get asked it a lot. A, it's never happened. B, when it's happened, it's normally in the first like 5 to 10 issues, and then they refund everything. So there you go. Most of the time they're committed, Chris. But as in you're 70 issues in and they said, yeah, there's not going to be any, it's never happened. You've had even in Australia, they were getting the DeLorean up to issue 17, and then Bassett, who do the distribution, went bankrupt. So in the end, they had to distribute it directly, I think, from Eagle Moss to finish the collection for the folks over there. But I wouldn't worry too much about that, to be honest with you. Larry Brooks, I missed something. Larry Brooks, there we go. Mrs. World Away, my company makes custom banner shirts, etc. I have new shirts that say model building is a new meditation. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, definitely, Larry. It is calming. Stressful day, nothing better than building a model. Thank you, Craig. I really appreciate that. There is a guy called Pete, and his bus has 2 Route Masters. Really? He said, I don't even want to have a ride around on one. I just want to be able to see one. See one, because, I mean, you saw them all the time in London back in the 70s, but to actually see one now and understand what I'm building, I think that'd be brilliant. Are you still doing the Man Cave videos? I am. I just haven't had a chance. I've got 2 still, Stewie. I've got your one, and I've got Graham. I think it is Graham Tacey's, is it? No. I've still got one. I've still got one to put up. So, the Greatest Hobby Shop. That's the one I was on about, Phil, in London Road in Southend. That was yeah, the Argosy and all red building. Yep, that's the one I was on about. That was there. That was there till quite recently, Phil. Probably about 10 years ago, as in recent. But yeah, Argosy. Wow, that's a blast from the past. That is. God, but that was near Chalkwell Park on the London Road. What size shirts and colours? I'm like a 2XL, but I'll email you, Larry. I'll email me at that address, and I'll email you back. You had parts missing from your Bismarck. I haven't had that yet. Hello, Dave. How's it going? It's good to see you too, mate. And what a great time meeting you. That was absolutely brilliant. When I meet people that we chat to on the channel, and Dave will be a testament to this. Sorry, I know we're running a bit late tonight, but it feels like I've known you forever. And it feels like we're best friends. There's no breaking the ice and everything. It's really weird that you can just settle down like an old mate that you haven't seen for like a few weeks. It's all cool. Listen, I'm trying to rush through the comments now because I've been yabbering on again, and I've just lost myself in all the chat. But thank you for joining me and giving me a chance to show you the workshop here. And I will be getting a video out pretty much every day now as I try and catch up and get back to normal. And while I'm doing that, I will be showing you how the workshop's evolving and what my decisions are. As with the Just Giving page, which I know that Mrs. World Away, and I think Ian might have been linking it as well, I am going to be doing a place on this. Now, I can't decide whether it be inside. I think I'm going to put it outside and have it up the sides here. And I think that brick idea is a brilliant idea, that I can have bricks going up the side of it, so it's all full of people's names that have not only supported the channel, but having their name in here forever. I think that's going to be brilliant. I'll send you a picture of that, so that's all cool. But listen, thank you all for joining me tonight. There's going to be a live stream for Patreons tomorrow, which will be the first time we use this desk light, I'm guessing. And then we'll see what we're doing on Thursday, whether we do another chat or we try and do this X-Wing. Should be interesting. But listen, thank you for joining me. Take care. See you later.